Welcome back to Thwarted, a game of Super-Villainy. In the previous video, we left the game in a bit of a standstill. Player 2 had scored 4 points, player 1 has 3 points. And I wanted to now demonstrate how a thwart and also a block works in the world of Thwarted. So I removed the ice barriers just so that everyone can be affected by everybody else's actions and thwarts and blocks. Just made the playing field a little bit even. But this way we can go ahead and carry out both. So I've already drawn for the turn. Now have 6 cards. He's pulled a really good card in the wormhole. Wormhole basically says that any cards used for attack for the remainder of the round until it gets back to player 3's turn, all those cards used to attack will go to my hand instead of the discard pile. So this is a really powerful card. It can lock down the board so no one else can attack, or if they do attack, you're going to get any of their attack cards. So it can be a really powerful card. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play Wormhole, so that way I can hopefully stop them from attacking and get some more cards in my hand. However, player 1 doesn't want that to happen. Cards in this game are very important, so he doesn't want this person to have card advantage. He's going to go ahead and thwart. So what thwart says is cancel target villain's action, or discard 2 cards to immediately end the current villain's turn and cancel all attacks and actions. It's still early in the game. I don't have very many cards. So I'm not going to go ahead and do the second one. I'm just going to do the first one and cancel his action. You need to decide up front which one you're going to do and announce that. And once you've made the choice, you stick with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and cancel target villain's action and say negative. You've been thwarted. No wormhole for you. That's kind of a bummer. This player could respond if they had a thwart card. It would not be in their interest, so it's going to pass back around to player 1. Player 1 has the ability to respond if he can, and guess what? Player 1 has a thwart card. So I can go ahead and respond to player 1's thwart with my own. So I'm going to say, no, I see you trying to interfere with my plans, and I caught you red-handed. You're done. There's no way for player 1 to answer that. He's got only a block, a mole, and a mind control, which are both actions, so there's no way for him to stop that. So his thwart goes to the discard pile. Player 3's thwart goes to the discard pile. The wormhole goes into effect because the thwart canceled it out. So now he's in a pretty good spot. He's got 4 cards. He's got every option on the table is a pretty good one for him, because nothing can he can attack pretty much everything out there, and he's going to get all his attack cards back. So I have 4 cards. One of them I can't use on Diablo, but I do have a blue card, which she is weak to, so I can basically attack her for 3. And I think I'm going to do that because I'm going to get all these cards back at the end of the turn because of the wormhole. So I'm going to go ahead and attack Diablo. Player 1 has the option to respond to that and try to block his attack. So he's going to block the attack with the sidekick. So he announces his intention. The hero pulls a trusty sidekick out in front of them. And the attack is now blocked because this attack hits the sidekick, and the hero never even knows what that energy beam tasted like. Player 3 has no more thwarts. He's thinking probably now he might have wanted to hold on to that thwart. He would have got himself a 4-point hero. Instead, what he gets is a sidekick. What sidekick says is block target villain's attack. This card goes to their containment area and is worth 1 victory point. So at the end of the game, this sidekick will be worth 1 point. So his attack cards are going to go back to his hand at the end of the turn. So let's go ahead and do that. his turn ends, this card stays in effect. He draws his last card. But let's go over one of the benefits of the sidekick and the henchman cards. As you amass these guys on your side, you basically turn them into your foot soldiers. So you can use these as attack points to attack the heroes. So this particular card would be worth 1 red. So I cannot use it to attack Diabla or any other cards that were immune to fire or red, but I can use it to pretty much attack anything else out there. So the way that would work, let's just fast forward and say it's player 3's turn again. I go ahead and announce I'm going to attack the Madcap Mercenary. I'm going to use the 1 attack power of the sidekick card, Puffin for the win, and then I'm going to go ahead and use another red card and announce, okay, I'm attacking him, no one's going to interfere. The attack happens, Madcap Mercenary is defeated. The sidekick returns to my containment area. This card gets discarded like normal, and then I have another 2 points in my victory pile. The henchmen work the same way. So disposable henchmen are pretty much the same. They're just worth 0 victory points at the end of the game, but they immediately draw you 2 cards when someone plays them against you. So when someone blocks your attack with this, you will get 2 cards in return, because every henchman comes armed to the teeth with his own special powers and weapons and nunchucks, and so it draws you 2 cards, gives you access to some more powers. He is worth 0, but in the event of a tie, a disposable henchman can be a tiebreaker. We'll get to that on ending the game in a future video. And that's pretty much it for blocking and thwarts.